The arena pulsed with energy as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stepped onto the stage, his trademark eyebrow raise sending the crowd into a frenzy. Thousands had gathered for his Legacy of Grind tour, eager to hear stories from his wrestling glory days, his Hollywood rise, and the lessons he'd learned along the way. Near the front row, 17-year-old Jake Morrison slumped in his seat, arms crossed, his mop of brown hair falling into his skeptical eyes. He had been dragged here by his older sister, Mia, a die-hard Rock fan. "This is just another celebrity ego trip," Jake muttered under his breath. Mia rolled her eyes. "Just give it a chance." Then came the Q&A segment. Before he could stop himself, Jake's hand shot up. When the microphone reached him, his voice cut through the noise. "You're just famous because of your muscles. What else do you have? Any real talent? Or do you just play the same tough guy in every movie?" The audience gasped. A few boos erupted. Mia yanked his sleeve, mortified. But Dwayne didn't flinch. Instead, he studied Jake for a long moment, then did something unexpected. Unbeknownst to Jake, his outburst had been overheard by someone else in the crowd, Lena Carter, a former child actress turned talent scout who had been quietly observing the event from the VIP section. She leaned forward, intrigued by the raw defiance in Jake's voice. Meanwhile, Elena Vasquez, the film student documenting the event, zoomed in on Jake's face, sensing a story deeper than just a teenage outburst. Dwayne stepped closer, his tone calm. "You're Jake, right? Tell me, Jake, why'd you really come tonight?" Jake hesitated. The question threw him off. I don't know. My sister made me." Dwayne chuckled. "Fair enough. But since you're here, let me ask you something. You think muscles got me here?" He flexed playfully, making the crowd cheer. "What if I told you I failed at the one thing I wanted most before any of this?" Dwayne sat on the edge of the stage, his voice lowering. "When I was 23, I got cut from the Canadian Football League. No money, no plan. My dad was a wrestler, but we were broke. I slept in a beat-up Toyota. And the worst part? Everyone told me I'd never be more than The Rock's son." The arena fell silent. "I washed out of football, got turned down for acting roles. Even when I made it to WWE, people said I was just a gimmick." He locked eyes with Jake. "You know what changed? I stopped caring what they thought. I worked. Every single day." Jake's defiance wavered. "But you still just play action heroes. That's not real acting." Dwayne smirked. "Ever seen Pain and Gain? Ballers? Jumanji?" The crowd whooped. "But you're right. I'm no Daniel Day-Lewis. And that's okay. Because success isn't about being the best at everything. It's about being the best version of you." As Jake absorbed Dwayne's words, Lena Carter scribbled a note in her notebook. Raw passion. Untrained but magnetic. Potential? She slipped her business card to an usher with instructions to give it to Jake after the show. Meanwhile, Elna captured the entire exchange, sensing the makings of a powerful documentary. That night, the video exploded online. Memes, think pieces, and reactions flooded social media. But the biggest surprise came when Oscar-winning actor Mahershala Ali tweeted, "Respect to Ashak the Rock for turning a hater into a teachable moment. Kid had guts too." Let's hear his side. Mortified by the attention, Jake posted an apology. "Didn't expect this. I was being a jerk, but thanks, Mr. Johnson. I guess I needed to hear that." Dwayne responded, "We all have bad days, kid. DM me. Let's talk." Before Jake could process everything, he received a DM from Lena Carter. "Saw your moment with The Rock. You've got fire. Ever considered acting? Coffee tomorrow?" Jake stared at the message, heart pounding. Was this real? Meanwhile, Elena reached out with an offer. "I'm making a doc about this whole thing. Want to tell your side?" A week later, Jake found himself sitting across from Dwayne in a quiet LA cafe. Elena discreetly filmed nearby, camera rolling with permission. "So," Dwayne said, sipping his coffee, "why the anger?" Jake fidgeted. I wanted to be an actor, but everyone at school said I wasn't leading man material. Too skinny, too awkward. So I guess I took it out on you. Dwayne nodded. I get it. Hollywood tells us there's only one way to be a star. But look at Timothée Chalamet, Tom Holland. They're not exactly rock-sized. Jake laughed weakly. Tell you what, Dwayne said. I'm producing a new indie film. Small budget, real story. You want to shadow the director for a week? See how it's really done? Jake's jaw dropped. Seriously? Dead serious. But you gotta promise me one thing. What? Stop worrying about what you're not. Focus on what you are. Meanwhile, Lena Carter took Jake under her wing, introducing him to Marcus Cole, a respected acting coach who had trained several A-listers. You've got raw talent, Marcus said after Jake's first session. But talent alone isn't enough. You ready to put in the work? Jake nodded fiercely. 6 months later, Jake stood on the set of The Long Road, a coming-of-age drama. He wasn't the lead, yet, but he had landed a supporting role, thanks to Dwayne's recommendation and Lena's guidance. Elena's documentary, Beyond the Muscles, The Rock's Real Legacy, premiered at Sundance, featuring Jake's journey. Critics praised its raw look at insecurity and redemption. At the after-party, Dwayne clinked glasses with Jake. Proud of you, kid, Jake grinned. Still think you're overrated, though. Dwayne burst out laughing. Now that's the Jake I remember. As the cameras flashed, Jake realized something. His story was just beginning. All because one superstar chose kindness over clapbacks, and because a single moment of honesty changed everything. 1 year later, Jake booked his first leading role in an indie film produced by Lena. Marcus continued coaching him, and Dwayne even made a surprise cameo at the premiere. Elena's documentary won awards, launching her career. And Jake? He finally understood what Dwayne meant that night. Success isn't about being the best at everything. It's about being the best version of you. This brings us to the end of this story. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.